You know, a funny thing happened at the Masters this year, and I thought I'd share this story with you. I was finishing up our show. We just entertained about 30 people for about an hour after dinner in the living room in the house that one of our clients had rented. We were laughing. We had a good time. There's a couple celebrities there. It was a really cool party. And one of the guests came up to me and said, Mike, this was absolutely fantastic. I'd love to have you at this event that we're working on, but we don't have a stage. And I said, what do you mean? He says, well, it's like a cocktail party. There's like 300 people, and I don't think there's a time for you to get up on stage and entertain everybody. And I said, well, what would you want me to do? And he says, well, we'd like you to kind of, get everybody laughing and having fun and make this experience more than just dinner. And I think they're going to hit a golf shot. But other than that, there's not really much else going on. And I said, well, what if I work kind of table to table and group to group throughout the night? And I built, I'd walk up to 4 or 5 people, get them laughing with each other, turn them into a crowd of maybe 20, 25, get them really laughing so everybody's having fun, and then walk to the other side of the room and do something like that. And he says, oh my God, that'd be fantastic. And I said, well, that's what I call my strolling magic program, always something more. I'm performing all night long. The show never ends. Everybody's laughing and having a good time as I move around the space. And because the show's always going on, there's no reason for them to leave, so they stay longer. They got a great story about the event. They're looking forward to it next year. He said, that's fantastic, and we ended up booking the show. Now, couple minutes after that, I'm not kidding, somebody actually came up and said, Mike, this show that you did here in the living room is fantastic. But at our party, we got like 150 people in a hotel ballroom, and there's nowhere that, for us to perform a small show like this. We need something bigger. And I said, well, what if you had like a little stage set up, and I got up and I did sort of like a stand-up comedy act, and there was lots of magic, and it was interactive, and people were screaming and shouting and having a good time, but it was more like an after-dinner banquet kind of show. And he says, can you do that? And I said, that's my show. It's called Magic with Your Mind. It's 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes of laughing and comedy and magic, and it's really interactive. People love it. And we ended up booking it, and we did that show last week. Now, as it happens, somebody was listening to that conversation and says, yeah, Mike, at our event, though, we've got like 2,000 people, and it's in a great big theater, and there's a stage, and there's lights, but there's so many people, there's no way you could do a small show like that in front of our group. And I said, well, probably not, but Magic with Your Mind is played for up to 2,000, believe it or not. If it's lit correctly and, you've got a good microphone and there's access to the stage, it's no problem. We've even adjusted it so that you don't need access to the stage. And he said, really? And I showed him some pictures, actually, and believe it or not, we're probably going to work on that project as well. The point is that whatever the problem is at your event, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish, if you say, you know what, I need to make this more fun, or we need to integrate this in such a way that more people are involved in the event, or we want to create an experience that people are talking about later. If you tell me what you're trying to accomplish, I can probably show you a way that we've adapted the magic to bring into your event and make people laugh and have a really good time. I've been doing this for over 30 years. No 2 events are quite the same, but that's great because I've learned from so many different places that I can pull bits from here and there, and we can easily find a way to make something work at your event. I don't know how this would work at event, but if you're open to a conversation, give me a call at 561-596-3877, or you can always set an appointment to talk at magicmeansbusiness.com/contact. I look forward to talking to you soon.